my show,
Yep.
and I owe you guys this, so.
Oh, sweet! Thank you.
Nice,
Look at that,
I
man.
love military challenge going.
Hell
forward.
yeah.
What else did
Show.
everyone
Sweet.
else bring?
No.
All right, I'm good, guys. Thanks.
Where are your offerings?
No gifts, huh? Okay, questions.
Can we get a picture?
Yeah.
We might have brought a little bit of ridicule because I heard that you refused to get the tattoo.
I did.
Refused is a
I would
hard
like to get to the hard-hitting question.
We're-
Yeah,
Why
thank
is
you
the
so much.
hard-hitting question? Why do you hate the rest of the cast?
I just feel like I'm superior in a lot of ways. I literally left before they got it, and then I was given all this shit for it, and I'm getting it tonight.
Yeah.
No.
No. So I didn't expect Zaynab to get it.
I didn't either.
And I didn't expect Allegra to get it. And all of a sudden I was like, well, Andy and I are going to have matching tattoos. And then Z and Allegra were like, we're in. I'm like, okay.
So Nathan and Luke, obviously the characters, have one of the most entertaining bromances on probably any show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So much.
Bromances, bro.
Man.
Yes.
And Roe.
And Ro. How has your guys' real life chemistry kind of changed over the course of the show?
I would say Kevin and I hung out more than anyone on the show while we were shooting in Vancouver. Probably a lot of dinners.
Yep.
Kevin's a big boxer, so we would catch punches for each other.
Yep.
And just like
Golf.
yeah, actually we played some golf. When we weren't shooting in the winter, we played some golf. Some of our seasons were like February, March, April, so we were just pretending to be warm the whole time. But
When I first got cast, I was like, I wonder if I'm gonna like this guy because he's a good-looking guy, and I was like, oh, I don't know. And he comes from like he's on the Flash. I was like,
Guy's
there's
gonna be a dick.
there's no way this is gonna work.
plain and arrogant, dude. He's probably the same.
He's the same. I have no imagination. That's
And I'm like,
it
how am I gonna hang out with this moron?
This big dummy. And it worked.
Actually, you know what? Funny story. Kevin was the only person I read with for Luke. I did chemistry reads with a bunch of Ingrids and Noras and even a couple of Nevaehs. And Greg and Kevin had worked together before. And Greg was like, hey, I have this guy coming in, Kevin, and I think he's Luke. And I was like, okay. And we did the scene, and it was the pilot scene where he's like, fuckity. And I was like, yeah, that's pretty much him. And it's like,
Lord, if I had known too, because like, you're going in, you're like, oh man, I don't know. And I went home, I was like, I don't know if I got it.
Really?
Meanwhile, yeah, he's just like, oh yeah, this guy's Luke.
you were a throwaway. You're like, no problem. He's the guy.
I'm sweating, you
That
know.
wasn't even a question.
Yeah.
So now that the show is wrapping up, is there anything you're going to take away from it? Is there anything you're surprised to learn about yourselves over the course of delving into these characters for so long?
What an experience! First off, I know it sounds even stupid to be like, what a ride, but it really was. 7 years of life. I think not with the tattoo, not worth it, honestly. But it is like I think.
You know, I would have been pissed if he had other tattoos,
Yeah.
and he's like,
I'm
I don't
not
want
getting
it.
that
But he's like,
one.
I don't have any tattoos. I'm like,
I'm
okay.
not getting that one. I am gonna get it now. It's just on my forehead.
Yeah.
Or like Tyson, it'll be over my eye.
Great here.
The way, like you said this to Greg when we first started, you were like, I would like for this show to be my 30s.
Yeah.
It's like, and it kind of was. I mean, it
was
took a
pretty
lot of
much,
time.
it
Yeah.
was-
So it
I
was
would've
really
liked
cool.
more episodes.
Yeah, all of my 30s. Yeah, I think it's very cool that it's like I'll look back on this as definitely like a decade. You know, like that will encapsulate my experience of like my 30s for sure.
And I think also the show having an ending makes that so much more,
Punctuates it.
yeah, and digestible. Like
Yes.
to be like, oh well, we
Complete.
did 3 seasons and it ends, and well, it's a giant cliffhanger. I don't know what happened
Yeah,
after.
right,
It's like it's a
right,
tough
right.
sell to people.
Yeah.
As fans, we don't like
Well,
that.
No.
a lot of people have watched the show, and a lot of people love the show. A lot
Right.
of people haven't watched the
People
show.
continue to find it.
Yeah,
You know,
I have
and
people
it's-
come up to me and they're like, "I love Upload. When's season 3?" And I'm like, "Season 3's out."
Yeah, we're going through a strike.
Literally,
when it
search
came
Amazon,
out.
search Upload on it.
We weren't allowed to promote.
Go home. You got 7 episodes to watch.
Yeah.
Now I can be like, you got 11 episodes to watch,
Yeah.
and there's an ending.
Yeah.
As far as was taking something away from it is actors are innately super self-conscious, and you always think, I'm never gonna work again. Somebody's figured it out. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm a fraud. There's like imposter syndrome, and most actors anyway. I won't speak for everyone. I'm sure fucking like Robert Downey Jr. doesn't have imposter syndrome. But getting to work with somebody like Greg Daniels, and also to be such a fan of Kevin and Andy and Allegra and watch and Zainab and watch them work and be like, oh, they're great, and know that you're working alongside them. That comes with something of like, oh, cool. I've been a part of something that I think is pretty special, and hopefully that can lead into something else.
Well, last time I talked to you, Robbie, you told me that the ending was beautiful, but that was like all you could say.
That's still pretty much all I could say, unless you guys are going.
Listen, so I was going to say, I'm definitely holding this.
Okay.
Do not
Okay.
wait.
And there needs to be.
Yes, all of you. Yes,
We accept it.
we accept.
Okay.
So I cried the entire 4 episodes.
Yeah.
Literally, like, first of all, oh
Oh,
my God.
boy.
Okay. And then I was like, he didn't die. He died. What? It's
Yeah.
a roller
Who
coaster of
knows?
Yeah.
emotions. So for you guys, like, what was it like reading these final scripts?
Same.
Yeah.
Same. We all were. I mean, we're just kind of, it was such a surreal thing, and it was very emotional, but we were talking about this, it feels kind of like season 1 with the funeral, where you're like, it's dying, he's dead, but he's alive, you know? Like, we were walking onto set, and you're like, you're doing like the Ted Danson, like, wow, what a bar, you know? But you're just like, at the same time, you're like, I have to do some work.
I got
you know?
work
I
today.
can't. I mean, talk to Allegra, she was like, every
Day
yeah.
for 4 weeks she
They'd
cried.
yell cut, and she'd be like,
It's my last day in this set.
Yeah.
It's my last day in these shoes.
yeah, it was just a very profound thing. But I think also, like, my last day was the last scene to be like shot, really, and it was. I mean, yeah, it was definitely a tough one. You're like, oof.
The table read was fun because, like, you get to get a little bit of the emotion out there, and you know, when Luke sacrifices himself, you're already getting choked up. And then the goodbye scene with Nathan and Nora, it was one of those scenes where, like, instead of having to try to cry, I'm trying not to cry and get him not to be a mess, just because it's such an honest scene and it's written so well, and Greg has a history of doing that with these relationships and creating these beautiful moments between people. And then we shot it, and there was a boat playing music the whole time, and I had to ADR my entire
Serious.
some fucking guy out on the water in Vancouver was playing like AC/DC.
Was it yacht rock?
I was gonna say, was it at least good music?
If I could sink a boat, I would.
The ending for both of you guys was super tragic. Can you briefly just talk about why, despite it being so tragic, why they were perfect for those characters?
Got it.
And the story as a whole as well.
Let's say the last part again.
Just why the ending for both of your characters was so perfect for the story being told and the characters themselves.
For me, it was definitely probably because you shoot out of sync a lot, right? But that was my last scene, which is nuts. You know, like it's a big moment. But at the same time, I feel like, you know, even being a soldier, his main thing was, you know, he committed suicide to get there, so he kind of didn't die for anything, but he always wanted to live for something and fight for something, and here he has erected this man onto a pedestal, as well as his friends, and now he has something to die, he has a second chance to die in a show that's about trying to, you know, prolong and not mourn, not die. So here he can sacrifice himself for someone and something and everything so much bigger than himself. So he gets the actual soldier's passage, which feels very profound, thematically complete for this character. And we did film something in which he lives on, but we haven't used it because it doesn't make sense. It's like we have the complete circle. You know?
It is nicer without it.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole arc of Nathan of starting off as this kind of arrogant douchebag and learning from Nora and falling in love with her and this tragic love story of the two of them trying to be together. And by the end, he's just been through so much, and he's put her through so much. And I think he just wants, like, you know, it's that whole, if you love something enough, you let it go. And I think that's the thing with Nathan, is he just wants Nora to be free and give her a chance to live her life and have something that he can't give her, even though as nice as it would be to stay around, it's he got everything that he could get from her and from that relationship, and he just wants her to be free and be able to live her own life. And my big thing was just the way Greg wrote it was just so beautiful, and he makes it so easy.
I think you're like, he wants her to be free, and then she finds another version, so she's not free yet.
I know. Yeah. Just almost free.
Almost, yeah.
And I also like how you just got pushed off. You just got pushed off. You're like, last day? All right.
There you go. Bye. Catch your flight.
Yeah.
Yeah.